Right, shifting focus now to industries. The ongoing conflict in West Asia is now rippling through global industries, disrupting fuel supplies and pushing up energy costs. From transportation to manufacturing, countries across Asia are being forced to adapt quickly as the Strait of Hormuz remains under strain. Fuel prices have surged worldwide, with diesel in some markets crossing the equivalent of over $2 per litre. The impact is especially visible in Australia, where nearly 80% of liquid fuels are imported and heavily used by the road freight sector. Now, trucking companies are accelerating a shift away from diesel. Older trucks are being converted into electric vehicles with retrofit costs of around 150,000 Australian dollars or $100,000 per truck. Operators say that running costs have dropped sharply, with some reporting energy savings of up to 84% on long-haul routes. New technology like swappable battery systems is also reducing downtime, allowing trucks to get back on the road within minutes, making electric freight more viable even across long distances.
The idea of the swappable battery is that the truck doesn't need to stay still for very long. So a truck can pull into a charging station, swap the batteries and be on the road again within 3 or 4 minutes. So it's good for the trucking company because they don't need to pay the driver to sit still while the truck's on charge for 2 to 3 hours. It's good from a real estate point of view because you don't have these big vehicles sitting still for 2 to 3 hours. And it's also good for the batteries. So all of our batteries are charged slowly, which means they don't degrade, they last longer, they're preserved.
Meanwhile, in Asia's manufacturing sector, the same crisis is disrupting supply chains. In South Korea, shortages of plastic raw materials driven by reduced oil and petrochemical flows have forced some factories to cut output to just 10 to 20% of normal levels. Production delays have stretched from 2 weeks to as long as 8 weeks, hitting revenues and forcing companies to look for alternative suppliers.
Our biggest concern is manufacturing and delivering our products. Without manufacturing, downstream processes can't make the face masks into finished goods for sale. Due to severe delays, production has effectively come to a halt, resulting in revenue losses.
But the disruption is also driving change. Demand for eco-friendly packaging has surged, with some manufacturers seeing inquiries rise threefold as businesses seek alternatives to use up to 20% less plastic.
As plastic supplies have tightened due to the US-Iran situation, inquiries for paper-based alternatives have increased threefold. Approximately 70% of the demand is for paper tubes used in sunscreens, essences and lotions, followed by paper sticks and pouches.
The broader shift reflects a deeper structural change. Asia accounts for nearly 1/3 of global plastic use and has seen consumption rise by 900% since 1990, making it highly vulnerable to supply shocks. Experts say the current crisis is accelerating long-term transitions from cleaner transport to sustainable materials as industries respond to rising costs and supply uncertainty. As global tensions continue, these shifts could reshape how economies manage energy, supply chains, and sustainability in the years ahead.